When will something delicious come by on the conveyor belt? Cheesy shrimp! Hisashiburi. Okay, so this is shrimp sushi with like cheese on top, and I think it looks really delicious. I've never had this before, but I'm going to eat it now. The shrimp is huge. Okay. Gross. I think I have to eat it all in one bite. It tastes like it has mustard in it too. Maybe mayonnaise and mustard with the cheese. Very tasty. It's not very authentic, but I love sushi that has cheese on it. In America, a lot of sushi has cream cheese in it, but in Japan you almost never see that. But you do often see fish or shrimp with melted cheese on top, or mayonnaise. There's a lot of mayonnaise on sushi in Japan, which surprised me when I first got here, but I've come to love it. It's so delicious. Alright, we got some katsuo, which is skipjack tuna, also sometimes called bonito. Skipjack is one of my favorite fish to eat as sashimi. It's so good raw. When it's fresh, it just melts in your mouth. This one is in sushi, on sushi, so it has rice underneath, and then it looks like it has some ginger on top, and then also onions and little scallions. And it's sitting on a shiso leaf, so we're gonna have lots of different flavors in this sushi. Okay. When they come like this with the onions on top, it's always so hard to separate the two pieces of sushi, because then all your onions fall off, or they all go on one piece. Okay, looks good to me. It's a work of art. The shiso flavor is really strong. I think I tasted more shiso than fish. Shiso is like a kind of spicy, slightly bitter herb that's used a lot in Japanese cooking, and it's, I guess people think that it helps keep things fresh, so even if you buy prepackaged sushi at the grocery store, usually there'll be shiso leaves in it. And it's always a flavor that you can easily identify and pick out, even if there's a bunch of other flavors going on in the dish, because it has such a distinctive flavor. Some people don't like it. I do like it. I don't think anyone eats shiso with like every meal or in every piece of sushi, but it is definitely a flavor you're going to come across if you're eating food in Japan for any length of time. Sometimes in like tempura dishes, or if you order udon with vegetable tempura, sometimes they'll have shiso tempura too, and that's also really good. But I've definitely seen it more often fresh than fried or cooked in any way. So I just grabbed some grilled eel. This is one of my favorite kinds of sushi. I used to eat it all the time in America before I came to Japan. I love it because the sauce on the eel is always really tasty. Usually it's pretty sweet. I've never had any eel sauce that I did not like. So this is one of my favorite kinds of sushi. Here it goes. Yeah, it tastes like it's probably soy sauce and like sugar in the sauce. I don't know what this is. It's definitely some kind of meat. It's not fish. It kind of smells like steak. That's another thing about sushi in Japan. They put everything on sushi at kaiten sushi restaurants. I've even seen mini hamburgers on sushi. So this looks like it's been seared, and it has some green onions on top of it, but I don't know what it is. think it's beef. It is kaisen jiro, and this is seafood miso soup. I don't know if you can see, it has a bunch of different things in it. We have crab, and there's Japanese scallop, there's a white fish, seaweed, chopped up green onions, and it's all in a miso broth. So, it's still steaming. I think it is too hot to eat, but I'm gonna try for you guys. I'll scoop some into my little bowl here. So I'll grab some fish, and I find a scallop. Oh, it's huge. Very big food. And I'll try the crab. Oh, dekai. Hotate. Alright. Tasty. So that scallop had some of the connective tissue still attached, and it tasted a lot fishier than regular scallops, but it is a special Japanese scallop, so maybe it would taste different than what you would find elsewhere. Don't know what kind of fish this is, but it has a lot of bones in it. Tastes like fish. Very nice. Yeah, so miso soup, lots of seaweed, seafood, crabs, onions, lots of flavor. How to make tea at a kaiten sushi restaurant. So here we are at our lovely kaiten sushi restaurant. Most of the time, in fact like all of the time, no matter what chain you go to, there's gonna be a hot water spigot at your table. So here the cups are right here with us. You don't even have to get up and find one. So just get yourself some hot water. Okay, so get your hot water. And then here at Kandagawa, they have their tea in bags in this little container. So just pick out a tea bag and drop it in there. Sometimes it will be in powdered form and there's a little spoon and you have to spoon it in, but here it's in a tea bag, so it's very convenient. And just wait for it to steep and cool down so you don't burn your mouth when you drink it. Kanpai!